Neo Metal Sonic has arrived to Sonic Speed Simulator. The precursor to the Metal Overlord himself has arrived to the game. So naturally, the viewers and myself right here are going to bust Neo Metal Sonic myths. Subscribe to the channel with all notifications, and let's get into it. Starting with myth number 1, there is a brand new Golden Sonic statue in the new Sonic Speed Simulator update. Golden Sonic statues have been a fixture in the Sonic Speed Simulator community ever since they first debuted back in summer of 2022. What do these mysterious statues mean? Well, the best we were able to come up with as a confirmed hint was that the writing on the statues were from Sonic Forces. We were never quite able to decipher what exactly they meant, so if you know, let me know down below in the comments. But is there a secret golden statue in the brand new Diamond Terminal update? Well, let's take a look. All right, everybody, follow me to Diamond Terminal. We are all Neo Metal Sonics. I gotta say, man, I love classic Sonic. He's the GOAT, obviously, but this skin is tough, man. This skin is real tough. Everyone says, okay, let's go, guys. Come on, everyone. Let's go into the hunt. All right, so we are in. Now, we have to find the golden Sonic statue, and it's very simple actually to find it. If you look right under this thing, go directly under, and boom, we have found a secret underground layer which contains none other than a golden Sonic statue. This thing has been a persistent mystery ever since we discovered it all those years ago. To this day, we still don't know what it means, but the myth that there is a secret golden Sonic statue is confirmed. Let's move on to the next one. Here's the next myth. You cannot reach the brand new golden Sonic statue in Sonic Speed Simulator. So here's the thing, everyone. This is completely underground, and there's really no way to reach it because it's enclosed. The only path that I see here does not have an exit, and it does not have an entrance. So can we make it to this statue? Well, let's put it to the test. All right, everyone, follow me. Hop on our hoverboards or something, just so you guys can keep up with the GOAT. Let's see if these guys can keep up. We're gonna try to find this golden Sonic statue. These guys are gonna have their minds blown. I don't think anyone's found this yet. All right, guys, here we go. Come on, everyone, let's go. Can you guys these guys are keeping up. All right, cool, guys. Well, listen, I found a very interesting looking wall. It looked a little bit conspicuous when I was down here. It almost matched exactly where we were supposed to go. So here we go, guys. Let's jump through, and oh, guys, we all made it in. Everyone made it inside. So it looks like the myth that you couldn't reach the golden Sonic statue has been busted. Let's move on to the next one. Here's the next myth. In Diamond Terminal, on top of the water, you can float with the extreme gear. If you guys remember the No Place Mythbuster episode, we actually discovered that extreme gear floats on water. So let's see if the same principle still applies in Diamond Terminal, which is the brand new zone. All right, jump on the water, y'all. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can go in, and whoa, oh, it actually dismounts you. Wait, that's actually crazy. This literally dismounts you. So it looks like the myth that extreme gear floats on water in Diamond Terminal is actually busted. Let's move on to the next one. Here's the next myth. The Marvelous Queen works underwater in Diamond Terminal. For those of you who remember the last Mythbuster episode, you know that Fang's mount you can actually use underwater in No Place. So does it work in Diamond Terminal? Well, let's put it to the test. All right, guys, let's go underwater. Here we go. We're all going. Is everyone coming? Everyone's jumping down? All right, cool. All right, so we all made it here. Now what? Well, let's see if this flying mount works. We're gonna go into our mounts. We're going to scroll down to the Marvelous Queen, and we cannot equip it underwater, bro. What? Nah, that's crazy. Why does it work in No Place, but it doesn't work here? So the myth that you can mount up with Fang's mount underwater in Diamond Terminal is busted. Let's move on to the next one. Here's the next myth. You can use hoverboards underwater in Diamond Terminal. Another throwback to the No Place Mythbuster episode 1. One of the cool things that you were able to do was actually equip hoverboards underwater, but only some. In particular, one of the ones that worked was the magic carpet. Since it worked in No Place, let's see if it worked in here. You could actually use a hoverboard underwater. All right, let's try this one. Oh, and I just got launched off. Okay, so it looks like it's busted, right? Well, let's see. All right, let's go into our magic carpet, and hey, the magic carpet works underwater. So it looks like they kept that in, which is pretty cool. Looks like that myth has been confirmed. Let's move on to the next one. Here's the next myth. Using the magic carpet, you can swap the hoverboards that you cannot actually use underwater. Listen, man, we don't even have to move right here. So look, that hoverboard we used before, it was the Vampire Bite hoverboard. Yeah, we were able to switch to it. So we weren't actually able to use this one previously. Like, look, if we try to mount up real quick, look what happens. Vampire Bite hoverboard, yeah, he falls off of it. But if you hop on your magic carpet and then you swap over, you can now use any single hoverboard that you want underwater. How easy was that? It looks like that myth has been confirmed. Here's the next myth. There's an infinite speed glitch when you use a hoverboard in Diamond Terminal. This is a throwback all the way to Sonic Speed Simulator 1.0 Diamond Terminal. There was a spot in the map where you can infinitely grind, and if you boosted on your hoverboard on the grind rail, you would get infinite speed. It would never run out. So this is back, so let's go test it out. All right, so we got to go to the top. Everyone follow me. I don't even know where this spot is. It's been a little bit. We have to run through here. This place was always so confusing to me. Oh wait, I think I know where it is. It's right on top of the map right here. I think this used to work with the hoverboards, because in the original SSS there was no boosting, right? So now the only way you could boost in the original SSS, I think, was the hoverboard, if I'm not mistaken. Now let's see what happens. We've already beaten the 655 speed cap. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing. Yep, we're at 750. And this game it's starting to get a little crazy right now. I'm getting a little dizzy right now. I'm sorry. Yep, we're at 830, 913, 995. As you can tell, the infinite speed glitch from Sonic Speed Simulator 1.0 with the hoverboards is back. Look at all these guys going around in circles. I'm getting literally dizzy just watching these guys do this. Sorry about that, guys. But the myth has been confirmed. Let's move on to the next one. Here's the next myth. There's an infinite speed glitch when you're on foot in Diamond Terminal. So yes, guys, this right here, back in the day when we had to do our daily challenges and stuff like that, we were able to sit here on this grind rail and get all the points that we need. Now, if you are boosting on a hoverboard, you're able to get unlimited speed. If you look at the speedometer right above my head, look what it's doing when we boost. And we're at 600 miles an hour. Is there a cap though? I wonder if there's a cap. Let's keep going. Boom, boom. All right, we're above 655. I think this was the previous limit. Yeah, it looks like there is a limit. So there is no infinite speed when you're on foot. That myth has been busted. Here's the next myth. You can still see Green Reef from Diamond Terminal. So for those of you who remember Green Reef, this was the original Big the Cat world in Sonic Speed Simulator 1.0. Was released in a similar time period that Diamond Terminal was. I think they were like a month or two apart. Certainly a nostalgic zone, but also a very frustrating zone. So is it in Diamond Terminal? Can we see it still? Let's take a look. If you go into this area with a free cam and you go right through it, what do we see right here? We see like a little bridge area, which looks extremely similar to Green Reef. This looks almost like the top of Green Reef. As a matter of fact, if you leave Diamond Terminal, we probably get our best look at Green Reef right here. And what do we see? We see Green Reef's backdrop over here. We see the top area also with the bridges that Green Reef have. But most importantly, I think the thing that's a dead giveaway is the picture of the Chaos Orbs right here. So this to me appears to be a picture of Green Reef. So it looks like Diamond Terminal is actually located in Green Reef, potentially. To me, it looks like that myth is most likely 100% confirmed. Let's move on to the next one. Here's the next myth. Neo Metal Sonic is as fast as Super Sonic. All right, first thing we're gonna do, everybody. Here we go. This guy says, yo, Mythbusters. These guys already know myths. Everyone knows that it's Mythbusters. Okay, that's cool. All right, so here we go. Let's pull our trusty speedometer out right here. So Neo Metal Sonic, as you all know, is the second skin to have the super designation. What exactly does it mean for him to be super when he's not super Neo Metal Sonic? I don't know. But let's see if he's faster than Super Sonic because they can both fly. So here we go, guys. So he is flying, right? We are currently hitting a top speed of 374. Okay, that's about his top speed when he's flying. Now we will switch over to Super Sonic and see how fast he is. Super Sonic versus Neo Metal Sonic. Obviously, Super Sonic wins. Guy says, hi, big fan. Thanks, bud. All right, here we go. Let's see how fast this guy is. Let's jump up and go. And oh my God, he is way faster. My boy is 523 miles per hour. So yeah, it looks like the myth that they are the same speed is actually busted. Look at everyone flying around in circles, bro. This is actually kind of funny. This looks kind of interesting. They look like flies from all the way out here. But all right, guys, that myth has been busted. They're actually not the same speed, despite having the same skin designation. Let's move on to the next one. Here's the next myth. Neo Metal Sonic can boost longer than the regular characters. So for those of you who watched the episode of Super Sonic Myth Busting, you would know that he actually has 1/3 of a slower boosting drain rate. So is it the same for Neo Metal Sonic? Well, let's test it out. All right, guys, my Neo Metal Sonic is literally level 1. He has no boost, no benefits, no power-ups, no anything. So let's see if he can boost longer than the regular characters like Super Sonic can. So here we go, guys. Ready? I'm going to set a timer on my phone. 2, 1, and go. Timer is on. I have my hand on the trigger right now. Let's see how long he can boost for. He's doing pretty good. I will say he's doing pretty good. Still boosting, and boom. Got about 10, maybe 11 seconds of boosting. Let's see if it's noticeably different for the other characters. We'll swap to a level 1 Frontier Sonic. He has no special properties either. He's also level 1. So here we go. We're gonna go 3, 2, 1, and go. Let's see what he's got. And oh my God, yeah. Oh, it wasn't even close. It was not even close. It was 4 seconds for the regular Sonic. So the myth that Neo Metal Sonic can boost longer than the regular characters is confirmed. Here's the next myth. Neo Metal Sonic is invincible to Eggman's lasers. So if you guys remember the Super Sonic Mythbuster episode, there is a little secret about the Eggman boss battle. That is that Super Sonic is invincible to his lasers. If you don't believe me, let's put it to the test. There's his lasers right there. I'm trying to actually get hit by his lasers, to be honest. Come on, there we go. And yeah, look at that. So he's clearly invincible to his lasers. Look at that. He has like a little animation too. I think he got an updated animation as well. But does Neo Metal Sonic, who is also a super skin, have the same level of invincibility? This guy says Eggman is going to hell. Oh my God, what in the Shadow the Hedgehog did you just say, bro? All right, let's try this out though. All right, let's see if this guy has the same level of invincibility that Super Sonic does. So I'm gonna try to get hit by this guy's lasers. I mean, it always used to happen to me. Come on, there's the ice. There's the ice. Boom. Oh, Neo Metal Sonic gets frozen? Dude, what? What kind of super skin is he? Man, that's crazy, bro. So the myth that Neo Metal Sonic cannot get frozen by Eggman's lasers is actually busted. Let's move on to the next one. Here's the next myth. Neo Metal Sonic is invincible to the Moto bugs. Since he's not invincible to the Eggman lasers, let's see if he's invincible to the Moto bugs. And oh, he actually actually goes through them. So it's weird. He's not invincible to Eggman's lasers, but he can go through these guys with no problem. For context, if you run into them as a regular character, you actually get knocked back. So yeah, just to keep that in mind for you guys. I don't know, it's kind of weird, right? But it looks like the myth is confirmed. Let's move on to the next one. Here's the next myth. If you go into the Neo Metal Sonic boss fight as Neo Metal Sonic, he will turn into Super Neo Metal Sonic. All right, so this usually happens when you go into races and stuff like that. If you go into like a race as Metal Sonic, he'll usually change his skin. But there's something I noticed during the Neo Metal Sonic boss fight, which made it look like he was gonna go super. Also, he's a super skin, right? So it's kind of weird. Let's go in here as Neo Metal Sonic and see what happens. All right, here we go. And we actually fly in as Super Sonic, and he's still Neo Metal Sonic. But if you look at that golden aura around him, that was definitely not there during the first boss fight. So what exactly are they planning with this guy? Are they gonna give us a Super Neo Metal Sonic boss fight? I mean, people were saying that. As of right now, the myth is busted. Here's the next myth. Super Sonic now has a brand new parry animation. If you guys remember the Super Sonic Mythbuster episode, he had a parry animation, but it was kind of incomplete. Apparently it's updated though. Let's see if it works for everything now. Let's go into like one of these Moto bugs and see what happens. We're gonna try to go real slow. All right, let's go in, and boom. Oh yeah, look at that. He has a much cooler parry animation. It like looks very smooth. It looks like that myth is confirmed. We saved the best one for last. Here's the final myth. You cannot escape Diamond Terminal. All right guys, so here we go. So we're gonna hop on our hoverboard right here. We're gonna jump up onto this little area, and oh, where do we go? We have just exited our mount. Are we underwater? No, we're not underwater, but guys, look. Since we're playing as Super Sonic, we have now officially escaped Diamond Terminal, and we can kind of see what it looks like on the outside. So I don't know how much longer we'll survive for, but we did make it out of Diamond Terminal. It looks like the myth that we can't do it is actually busted.